hope so. Yeah, it's totally
Okay, we're going on in 5, 4, 3. And now, the most trusted name in radio, serving the Treasure Coast for over 30 years, Rhett Palmer, the mayor of the airwaves.
All right, well, I'm a little starstruck because I went to see Little Shop of Horrors last night. And this is one of the privileges of having a radio show for 32 years. So I got Brian Golub in the studio, and he plays the part of Seymour, the lead role in Little Shop of Horrors.
I do.
All I can do is say, you want to see this. Last night, and you can ask my wife, you can ask friends, I said, well, my grandfather had a place in New York City in East 50th, 234 East 50th for years. So when I was 15, 16, I got to go see all these Broadway plays. And then as an adult living here, I would fly up every Christmas until 9/11. I'd fly up to go Radio City Musical. So and then we'd go see 2 or 3 plays every time. So last night I said, I think I've seen that's your small troupe, the best acting, the best singing I think I've ever seen on a Broadway show. Now you are on Broadway. I mean, you live in New York City or what?
New York City, yeah. I do a bunch of New York shows and off-Broadway shows and national tours and regional theaters like this all the time. But I've lived in New York for 27 years. So
Have you? You don't look old enough to 27 years.
Yeah, we won't say that out loud. But yeah.
I will tell you this. I mean, you should have your own TV show or whatever, or movies or whatever you want to do. Because, no, like I said, when he just came in, I gave him a hug. It's like I'm starstruck because you're phenomenal.
Thank you.
I mean, and even the way he contorts his body, the way the emotions, the way you do it, and
Appreciate
I
that.
wouldn't say. I remember when we did the Bowery Boys when I was a kid in college, and I remember the smartest. We had to pick the smartest guy in the room got to play the dumb guy because you can't play dumb without credibility unless you're brilliant. It takes brilliance to do that.
Well, thank you.
So,
I'll take it.
Now I don't know that your guy was dumb, but he certainly was naive.
Yes,
in
yes.
life.
He's innocent. He's meek. He's naive. He's just like trying to get by. You know, was not raised in the most highest of places, and so I think he's just kind of like almost one path here. And
Now you have for a young guy, you have humility. Now you would think with show business you'd be like, when sometimes people egotistical.
Yeah.
So how is it such a young age and what got you
Young,
into
I'll
this?
take young,
Your
I'll take
dad
young.
was your father before you was in show business.
My father was in show business before. He was a singer and an actor, and then things changed for him. But there's music in my family. My mom's a singer, and my sisters were singers and dancers. But I started doing it when I was a kid, like literally a little kid, and probably I think my first professional show I was 8 or 9,
Really?
In Arizona at Phoenix Theatre, where I actually have done Seymour before, and
really?
yeah, like 7 years ago I did it, and then I went to college for vocal performance at Northern Arizona University, moved to New York, and I've just been doing it ever since. And I mean honestly, getting told no over and over and over and over and over and over and over in your career can be very humbling because this business is more no's than it is
You've gotten
yeses.
a lot of rejections.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's 90% more rejections than it is than.
And you got
jobs.
to continue on. It's like you hear that like Tootsie the movie. Ever see the movie?
Yeah, of course.
That it was turned down by 40 different
Correct.
directors and producers. People, Clive Davis in the music industry, he's known for the golden years. He said talent is very rare. He said, but more rare is talent that recognizes talent. So you can't be dissuaded.
Right.
Like even I recently had something that I was supposed to do, and then they ended up using somebody else. It's okay because I said to myself, I said, look what did they say when who's the guy that danced and sang in all the old movies?
Like Gene
Fred
Kelly?
Astaire.
Oh, Fred Astaire, yeah.
And they said that the guy who analyzed him said, can't sing, can't act, can dance a little.
Right.
When he did his, what do you call that film? When they come in and they do a
test.
Film test.
Screen test. Yeah.
Yeah, they said can't act, can't sing, can dance a little.
Well, look at them. Look at them. They were wrong.
And I got to say this to you, man. What a voice you have,
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I had nothing to do with it. What I want to know is, I was looking at you two last night when the two of you were up on near the steps there, and you're, and she's everyone. How does your voice survive that? Is that with proper?
Yeah, warming up.
all that stuff?
I had I trained in opera when I was actually in college, so I had a vocal performance degree. And this show is taxing because I'd never leave the stage. I'm on stage all but like 8 minutes of the whole show, I think, and it's a 2-hour show. So it gets tiring, but it's just keeping it in order. It's just like any athlete. We have to just like figure out ways to not talk from this time at night and do some warm-ups and all that kind of stuff.
I've never seen Little Shop of Horrors.
You hadn't?
No, when I was younger, I know there was a cult following.
Yeah,
They
you've
had
not seen the movie?
Theaters. No, I haven't seen the movie.
What?
I haven't seen the show. Nothing.
Oh my god!
And so this was totally, wildly new to me last night. I was
Yeah.
like, "What in the world is
Yeah,
this?"
it's a wild show.
It is. It's crazy,
Yeah,
wild,
was-
and weird. It's like a Dolly. It's like it's Dolly coming to life.
Yeah,
Salvador Dali.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're right about that. It's a B movie, sci-fi, horror, but like comedy, love story. Did you know it's based off the 1960 movie that wasn't a musical, and then they made the musical in 1986. The
Really?
movie, but the off Broadway of Little Shop of Horrors was 1982.
It was a
The
big hit
original.
on Broadway.
Oh yeah, it was off Broadway. It was a big hit for 5 years. Then it went to some other places. Then on Broadway, it was in 2003. It did okay, but then it's now off Broadway again it's going into its 6th year, and it does better on an off Broadway stage because it's just a smaller, more intimate
It
show.
is a niche type thing.
Yeah,
Niche. I guess
niche.
is the
Yeah,
right word, right?
and it's been running 6 years now off Broadway again, and it's I think one of the longer running off Broadway shows. But it's such a good. If you've not seen it, anybody's not seen it, come see it. It's amazing.
Oh,
Not just our production, which is
look, especially at Halloween, folks. Run to the theater, get tickets. There's still some seats available at Riverside Theatre. Go to riversidetheatre.com in Vero Beach, Florida. I mean, wow. So because you played the role of Seymour when you were younger, 7 years ago? you said?
7 years ago. Yeah.
So was it much easier to relearn the part?
It was nice to come in and already kind of know it.
Yeah.
But the cool part is, I mean, I had to remember it. The older you get, you forget things. But playing with a whole new cast of people, right? So I had my ideas of what I did before with it, and then coming to a whole new cast. And Nicholas, who plays the voice of the plant, he'd done the show 4 times. This is his 4th time doing it, and the other people have not
Is
done
that
it.
the black guy with
Yeah,
the deep
that's,
voice?
yeah, that's Nicholas Ward.
He was phenomenal
Yeah,
with
he's
that
great.
voice.
But so coming into play with a bunch of brand new actresses and actors, it's a whole. I can do a different performance because they're giving me new things. So it's like we're doing a new show for me. It's the same, but it's different. But
Now, it's got to be exhausting.
oh yeah, it's tiring. It's very tiring.
You're on the stage, except for maybe 6 or 8 minutes, the whole,
Yeah.
2.5 hours?
It's 2 hours. It's about 2 hours, yeah, with an intermission, yeah.
And you have the lead role.
Yeah. It's fun. It's such a great part to play. It's like Rick Moranis made it famous in the movie, and it's just like this iconic role that a lot of musical theater people are like, oh my God, you're getting to play Seymour. It's such a fun role to do. But the cast, and Ruby Lewis is playing Audrey, and she's phenomenal.
What's her name?
Ruby Lewis.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. Adam Lascelles playing Dr. Scrivello. He's great. Alan Lewis Rickman is playing Mr. Mushnick, who's hilarious. I mean, the urchins are so great. All of them. It's a great cast. There's only 9 of us on stage.
I loved them all. I mean, usually you find one character, or maybe 2. It's like each one, like who's the merchant? Mr. what?
Mr. Mushnick.
Mushnick, yeah.
Yeah.
He runs the flower shop.
Yeah.
The guy is like, you love the guy.
Yeah.
I wonder, how did they find him? He's like the perfect guy for that role.
He is. I joke with him because in real life, he just is Mr. Mushnick. And I've been saying to him the other day, I'm like, you didn't even audition. You just walked in and say, hello. And they said, your job is yours. Like, he literally is that person.
Let me ask you this. So here's what I'm thinking when you're up and stand going, okay, and you do it with such fluid. You're very fluid.
Thanks.
It's very easy, and it's fun to watch. And I go, but now go behind the scenes. So you've got an idea you're going to do something, but DJ's the director, and he says he wants you to give this nuance. So, and you're kind of like, well, who wins here? I mean, does the director? I guess the director always wins. You try to appease the director, but
Yeah.
can't that get in the way of you being fluid and naturally falling into what your interpretation
Yeah,
is?
it's a really great question. I was just talking about this the other day. So yes, so DJ's a great director in that he and always, but in this specifically, he's allowed us to kind of come on stage and do what we wanted to do and play, and then he gently guides us, to where he thinks it might go, or offers great suggestions to us that are like, maybe read it this way or think about it this way, or you're doing great, whatever you're doing is good, but maybe look at it this way. It reads a little bit more like this off stage than you'd think. And then it's our job as an actor to stay true to what we feel in the moment of the acting, but also acknowledge what he said and take that on and do what the director wants, because it is their vision. So it's a balance in a tennis match of like.
But that's what I mean. It doesn't. If you're intellectually having to balance that while you're doing wouldn't that get in the way? Like, in other words, I'm easily inhibited, and always bullies could take advantage of me in school. It's just I can freeze up. I can still revert back to that shy kid. So I was wondering when I was looking at going, okay, because I know DJ. I've interviewed DJ for many years.
He's great,
well-known director, and love the guy. But I'm thinking, okay, so they're rehearsing. How do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's great at letting us him as well go, okay, I see that you feel that way. I'll buy that. And he'll let us take that part and let us do what we wanted to do. And then sometimes he's like, here's that, but then he adds something to it on top of it. So it's been great working with him. I've never worked with him before. I've known him over the years, but never worked with him. And we've had a really great relationship of like, well, can I just maybe try this? And he's like, yeah, try it. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe try this. And you have to let go of some of the things. A lot of actors will be like, let me just let go of whatever I'm married to and figure out how you want that. And then we can come up with a new way to play it the way that the director wants.
But people can smell the fragrance of sincerity. If you go too far away from who you essentially feel the character is within you, then we got egos involved too.
Sure.
I've gone to some of the rehearsals there over the years. Oscar's allowed me to sit around, and I go, I don't know. It's been a long road for me to learn any humility. But what I've noticed from the light, they have all these technicians. They all set up in all the seats. I mean, the whole place is flooded with people, all for this little. It's amazing how many people are involved. Yeah. And then that gal with the lighting over there, to know when to do this, when to do that, and I'm just overwhelmed.
No, it's a lesson in humility. It's a lesson in letting go of things. It's a lesson of not
but you don't
keeping
want to lose
your
your
ego.
Sincerity too.
True, but that is our job is to figure out how we can make it work for us as well as what the director has a vision of.
Did you ever see the TV shows with Gracie Allen?
Mm.
Okay, I want you to find out. There was a famous comedian, smoked a cigar. I forget who he was. She played the dumb wife.
Oh, George Burns you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
I looked later on in life, I go, oh my word, for her to play that so credibly, she must have been some kind of a genius. He was just the straight man, really, essentially.
Yeah.
So I was looking at you last night going, what would you like? Golub. It is Brian Golub. And it's a name to be remembered. And everybody, if anybody else in the show hears, and I mean with all sincerity, all of you are like hidden stars that need to be discovered.
I don't think you would lie about that. I can tell you're not a liar. You would say, oh, it's pretty good.
No, I was really like, no.
Thank you.
The best singing.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm going, and wow. That's just, what was I going to say? I forget. So I'm fawning all over you. It's like, well, when you meet somebody, like you and I met when we did some recordings over there a few days prior to, and we were very nice. I remember we looked each other in the eye, and I said, oh, this is a nice person. I didn't even know you were in the show then. Because nobody introduced you. You're the star. I thought you were just maybe one of the technicians. I don't know who you were. But I knew it was a sincere moment. I thought, oh, this is a nice guy, And then I found out you're the guy, And A Little Shop of Horrors. I wish I had the ear of everybody within 50 miles.
No.
Do not miss this.
Correct. He's right. Listen to him.
Oh, I am. It's true.
Yeah, it's one of the best productions. This theater, I've worked at the theater 3 times. Now this is my 3rd time working at Riverside, and every time I've really enjoyed. That's why I come back. It's hard. Actors usually don't come back to a theater
They don't?
if they don't like the experience, right?
Really? They just say
And
no, they're not going to
sometimes
audition?
a lot of times they won't, or they're like, I didn't want to work there again if it wasn't a great experience.
Really?
But this place, they've created a space where people want to come back, and this is the third time I've been there. And also the production value is amazing, and the lighting, the sets, the people that run the back of the house and the front of the house, every single person, the management, the artistic directors,
amazing, the
producers.
teamwork.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
And you have to get along with people well.
Mm-hmm. Or at least pretend, because you're actors. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I like everybody there. I'm kidding.
That's right.
No, for real though.
Yeah, you
it's a
might
really
think I'm a
wonderful
real
place.
jerk right now, but you're not going to let me know. How do you know with an actor,
Never,
right?
never.
You
never,
can fake it.
No.
Here's what I want to ask. Now, this may be something that maybe I'm not supposed to ask, so I hope you don't mind if I ask. I'm not trying to be offensive.
Ask whatever
But,
you want.
okay, I've done what I wanted to do
I've
for
covered
32 years of my life. Had I started a toilet paper company 50 years ago, I'd probably be worth $100 million.
Correct.
When it's just selling, I'm a good salesman.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I've chose to do what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a lot less in the bank account. I'm glad I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
I love people. I get to have people like you come in like a Christmas gift, and I get to unwrap them, find out what's behind them. How many people get to spend time with a star like you? You know what I mean? And you're star material all the way.
Thank you.
So what I want to know is, so I don't know what you get paid, and I'm not going to ask you what you get paid, but I know when my friend Pi Douglas, I don't even know if he's still alive. Years ago, he was my camp counselor, but he was 10 years older than me. So when I was 18, it was in New York City. He was in the original Jesus Christ Superstar,
Okay.
and then he was in the movie Jesus Christ Superstar. They
Okay.
went to Israel to shoot that.
I just
But
toured that tour. I was on the tour of that. The
Oh
national tour
yeah,
of that
what part
recently.
did you play?
I was one of the ensemble, the priests, and then I covered Annis and Pilate and
Jesus
a bunch
Christ,
of. I love it. Yeah,
Superstar.
yeah, it's great.
It is really well done. But so what was I going to say?
Pie, the money, the
Whoa! So when I would go to New York City to visit with him, he was always, I got to go in line. I have to get my unemployment check. Okay, so here you could be making a chunk of money here, but you could be out of work for a while.
Correct.
And how do you do that? Are you nervous about being an older guy because you're going to have Social Security? I guess do they put some aside?
Sure.
Is
So,
there
yes.
the union?
Yeah. So I'm part of the Actors Union, and Riverside Theatre, I will say, is one of the highest paying regional theaters out there. Truly.
It should be. We have more Fortune 5 retired CEOs than any.
Well, they pay well, so thank you, Riverside
These
Theatre.
people are big givers.
Yes,
Thank
give
God.
more. We need the work.
And thank you for
Yes,
sponsoring the arts.
Truly. So they put in a percentage of your check. The union matches like 2% of your check, and then you can add to that as well. We have a pension that we get as well. Every time there's a check, we have a pension that's accruing. So as we get older,
good.
we use it. We have this.
So you
there's a
don't have
pension.
to worry about that.
Yeah, and there are theaters that pay very little money. And the older I've gotten, sometimes it's harder to go to those theaters because you just can't make any money doing it. But we do know the unemployment world very, very well. You finish a job, you go on unemployment. You finish a job, you go on unemployment. I've never been one of those actors that is freaked out about like I'm not going to have a job, or if I do, how am I going to make my money? I've been on tour for 9 years back to back. I basically toured 4 shows. Right.
You live in New York City?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, but a studio apartment's $30,000 to $50,000 a year for
Yeah,
one room.
I know. New York is very expensive, but you figure out ways to get by. I have a side career, so I am also Uncle Brian Wellness. If you see in my bio, I'm a massage therapist and a Reiki healer and a yoga teacher, and so I do that as when I go home. I have another business basically, so I have kind of 2 careers going at this time.
Well, if you want to make some extra money while you're here, I have 18. No.
I got my massage table.
It's been about a month, and not the whole body, but just I don't know what's going on, except when I was traveling, maybe it was the beds, but I've got this even right now. It hurts all in here, and I went to see a chiropractor. He did something, and it went away for like a couple of days, but it's still
maybe
coming
some
back.
nerve stuff.
I don't know
maybe,
what's going on in here, but anyway.
But actors do that. I know people that have been on Broadway playing the lead in Phantom of the Opera, and then she was done with that contract, and then she's bartending in Brooklyn, and then she's back on Broadway, and then so people have found ways to make it happen.
Okay, so your dad was in show business.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you, Mr. Golub, end up in show business?
I just loved doing it. I started doing it.
Were you bugging your mom and dad when you were a kid? I want to be on stage.
Yeah, I did all like the elementary school shows, and I was the lead as in the elementary school. Big deal.
Yeah.
And then
Well, no, it's a
I don't know-
foreshadowing.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oliver was the first professional show I did, and I don't remember how I got
Did
that
you play
audition.
Oliver?
I did, yeah.
Oh man. A bit of luck. Is that the movie? No. Sing a song from Oliver. I mean,
there's food, glorious food. There's what's the song you're thinking of? Oh, consider yourself at home.
our family.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
I
loved that as a
just
kid.
started doing it, and I think my family was very supportive of it. My mom was very supportive and let me do it and never questioned what I wanted to do. And
If you could, you have a canvas. If you could paint your life on the canvas, what door would you like to open for you? Would it be a major motion picture? What would it be?
I would love to do. I did do a movie once. When in Rome with Kristen Bell. I've been in a movie or two, but I'd like to do that more. I'd like to do Broadway shows. And I don't have a Broadway credit. I've never been on Broadway officially, and I will say that because my point of saying that is I've done off-Broadway tours. I've done every single thing, but I've been in the business 27 years, and whatever the reason is, I've not been.
Does that bother you at all?
Oh yeah. That's like the one thing that I want to check off.
But you know what's good about that? It's kind of like the sand and the what do you call it? That makes the pearl. Because you're still, it gives you that fight.
Yeah. It's great. It's a crazy business, and you never know if you're gonna get somewhere. And getting a Broadway credit or Broadway show is no different than a regional theater at this caliber is the same talent that you would find on the Broadway stage. It's just in a different zip code,
Well, just like DJ comes to town as a director, he knows who I am. I'm called in to do an interview. We say hi to him and his puppy, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
So too with what you're doing, though, you're making connections with all the stuff you've been doing, and so it is a family.
Yeah.
And so they think, oh,
yeah,
I know somebody would be great for that lead role in Shop of Horrors.
Yeah. And I know casting directors from this production. They've cast me in a ton of things, so they think of me. And we've worked with DJ, and I knew 3 of the cast members already before coming here, so we've been friends throughout our careers and stuff. And it's just a fun little small world of that.
I've heard from that. Like one time, somebody said there was a very intelligent man. And he said, "Well, like really super duper genius." And he said, "Well, it's kind of like living with the rest of the world. It's kind of like living with a bunch of monkeys." He wasn't being arrogant. It's just that there are really brilliant people up there.
Yeah.
I know a Catholic priest. He's written books for intellects, which I open them up. I go, what the heck's he talking about? Whereas he writes other books for common people like me. So I was looking at you last night, and I was thinking, forgive me for fawning all over you, but I'm thinking I'm nervous about doing the interview with you the next day because I'm thinking this guy. How could you be so brilliant to do what you're doing? You must be extremely brilliant and smart. But at the same time, you also have heart. There are people that are intellects, and they can be cold, and that can get in the way of having heart. Whereas you're kind of like you're like an academic in your world, but you have heart because you must need the adoration or the praise or the love from the audience.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of why we do it. There's no lie about that. I mean, we love performing, but the joy of it is receiving that back from the audience and not the approval
Could
of
you
it.
feel
But
it last night?
Oh yeah. Of course, it's for me. It's part of the reason I do it. I love the reactions we get when we make a joke and the audience laughs.
Yeah.
But I also love that I know that people come to the theater for 2 hours to forget about their life and what's going on in the world and everything.
Yeah.
And my job is to make you smile or cry
whole
or
world
laugh.
Goes away.
Yeah, and that's like the best part about the job.
You can either stay home and eat ice cream, or you can go see a Broadway play.
Right.
And the Broadway play is
My
better.
suggestion is come see Little Shop of Horrors at Riverside
Little Shop
Theatre.
of Horrors at Riverside. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Yeah, it's such a great cast. It's such a great time, and we've had a beautiful time here in Vero. It's amazing as always.
yeah. Well, you're phenomenal.
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, I know when you two. I mean, and like I remember when you and the lead. What's her name?
Ruby? Oh, she plays Audrey.
I mean, she plays that Long Island, whatever it is,
Yeah.
And some people do stuff, and they do it, but they do it. It's a little fake.
Mhm.
You guys do it, but with credibility.
Thank you.
Which is amazing. You and her, and I remember last night when you two, remember there's one number you guys did, and the whole place just, we almost all
Suddenly
stood
Seymour. Yeah, it's the famous song that everyone
up.
loves.
Like in the second half, right?
Mhm.
What song is that?
Suddenly Seymour.
Yeah.
Suddenly Seymour. Oh, look at me on camera. Hi. The good thing with Ruby, she's a brilliant actress and a singer. She's a phenomenal singer. That role is so iconic that Ellen Greene played it in the movie. If you've not seen the movie, you said, but everyone knows that character. And when you play that role, you want to pay homage to her a little bit because it's such a iconic role in the way that she did it. But Ruby does that with her own flair on and her own take, and she does it brilliantly. Where it doesn't seem like she's just doing, an imitation of Ellen Greene. She's adding her own flair to it, and she's so good in it.
It was kind of like, remember, I met you over there in the offices, and I didn't know if you, like I said, I didn't know if you were a technician or who you were. We smiled at each other. It was nice to meet you in that room. There's a bunch of people working with equipment and stuff. And little did I know, then I went, oh, that's the guy I'm going to be in. I met him. That's the guy who's going to be interviewing, It's like, anyway, I'm just amazed at how, folks, you've got to see this. It's a Little Shop of Horrors. Now, would we be remiss? How do we let them know what this crazy, weird, fantastic, over-the-top show is about without giving away? Are we allowed to talk about the contraption? Or?
Yeah. So it's basically about Seymour Krelborn, who I play, who works in Mr. Mushnick's floral shop in Skid Row.
You'll fall in love with Mr. Mushnick,
Yeah, you
too.
will, for sure. He's really great. And comes across a plant, and it's a bloodthirsty plant, we'll say. And there's a love story between me and Audrey, who also works at the shop.
Yeah.
And it's basically a bloodthirsty wild plant that
I was
takes
hopeful
over
that in
the
the
shop,
end
and they
that
become
you were going to
successful.
wake up and it was all a bad dream,
Aw.
and you were going to go off and be in love with her and just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
off into the sunset.
We won't give away the ending.
No.
In case you're not seeing it, but
It's a shocker.
yeah, many people know the show. I'm shocked that you've never seen the movie even.
Never. All these years, and I'm
yeah.
a 71-year-old guy, so
Yeah.
I remember it being very famous when I was
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
And it had a cult following.
Yeah, and the music, I should say, we should give praise to them, Alan Menken and Howard
they
Ashman.
didn't. Nobody said anything to them last night. Well, usually they defer to the.
Yeah.
And because we were coming home, Barbara said, they didn't defer to.
Oh, the music director. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Brent Austin. Yeah.
It
Brent
was
Allen
great
Hoffman.
live.
They're
There's
great, yeah.
nothing like live music.
But the composers, in case people don't know the music of this show, Howard Ashman is the lyricist and book writer, and Alan Menken wrote Beauty
very famous,
and the
right? Yeah.
Beast and Little Mermaid and Aladdin, like huge Disney shows. So the music is just amazing. The lyrics are great. I mean, it's a kind of a perfect show, I think.
As I said, in case you're just tuning in to hear this, I got to see Broadway. So I had the privilege of having a grandfather who had a place in New York City. So as a boy, from 15 on, I would go to multiple Broadway plays all my life. And even when I lived in Florida, every Christmas for 20-something years, I would stay at the Waldorf,
Yeah.
and then New York City. Great place to go, even a better place to leave. But radio, because I have this ADHD, so
Yeah, it's
all
so
that
chaotic
noise
there.
and stuff just puts me. I didn't even know I had these things when I was younger, but now I realize why I was so. The world, like I bark at the world. Well, I found out later on it's because I take the world barking at me, so I'm barking back at it because it's barking at me because it's magnified. Whatever this thing is I have, but also loving it. And I've seen all these Broadway plays, and I was going last night. I said, as a total troupe, I said, everybody on that stage, this is the best, particularly when you two sang that song. I was like, oh my word, this is like the best Broadway singing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing what
Thank
you
you.
do. And then you studied opera.
Yeah, and I keep saying all the cast members' names. I didn't say. There's now I'm going to forget. Ruby Lewis plays Audrey, and Adam LaSalle plays Dr. Scrivello, and
he's a wild.
He's wild.
Character.
Yeah, he plays like 10 different characters.
He's
and
funny.
And then there is Nicholas Ward is the plant voice, and Alan Lewis Rickman, not to be confused with the other actor, plays Mr. Mushnick. Clint Romsko plays the puppeteer of the plant, he's in the plant doing a ton of work.
The whole thing. He comes out in the end though to get applause.
He's working so hard in that thing. He's doing amazing work too. And then there's Harper Miles and Grace Ellis Solomon and Bree Jarvis. Oh no, don't be mad at me. Jarvis. They're the urchins, and they are incredible. The three of them, those three girls, they're insanely talented, and they're so nice. The thing with this cast we've all talked about is everybody is just a nice person.
You can feel it.
Yeah, and being on stage with people that you like and not
can't fake it.
No, and able to like play with on stage and play with in rehearsal and just have fun, and know that every time you walk on that stage, they're giving you something. You can't half-ass it. Can I say that word on here? Because everybody is giving their full, so you have to give back. It's been a really, really great experience. And then knowing DJ out there supporting us and Brent Allen, the music director, supporting us, it's been really, really great.
Well, look, here you're starring in this role, and it's got to be exhausting. I did not expect. I thought you were going to call in on Zoom.
No, I wanted to come in and be face to face.
It's very kind of you to come in here.
No, my pleasure.
It's been all my pleasure because it was that good.
Thank you.
I'm really, I adore you as an actor now, and I want to follow you. And
please do.
I want the best
at
for
Brian
you.
Golub on Instagram. I'm just kidding.
Brian Golub.
Yes, Golub. Golub.
Yeah, Brian Golub. He plays Seymour, Little Shop of Horrors, and as I said, run before there's still some seats available. So you want to get online and get those tickets for Riverside Theatre. It's a beautiful theater, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
I mean, everybody, even on Broadway, they want to come down here because you get to stay in Vero, and
it has a really high reputation in New York. Everyone's like, "Oh, Riverside, it's great." So it's a really great place to work.
Well, they put out the numbers, so I can talk about it. They'll spend $500,000 on the set.
Oh yeah, they have a very good budget,
because these
which is
people
great.
Here. We have more Fortune 500 retired CEOs than any zip code in the United States of America.
Wow.
It's not arrogant wealth because it's earned wealth. But they flood.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have the theater is very fortunate to have this support because a lot of theaters struggle like that, and we thank the people that can do that for us because it gives us work.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome here anytime.
Oh, I'd love to come back. Yeah.
You're great.
Thank you.
Just okay.
Thanks so
Break
much.
a leg, kid.
Thank you.
Hey,
it's so nice to be
love
here
you,
with
man.
you.
You're great.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, go see Little Shop of Horrors. Brian Golub. He is the star, baby.
You'll see me in a hat. I'm wearing glasses in the show, so I look the same. I wore this for Seymour, but I just woke up too. Didn't want to do my hair.
All right, we'll see you later.